Hello everybody, it's Ken Faulkner, and I'm excited. Another Jack Wolf knives. If you saw my last video, I got the Vampire Fixed EDC that I was really coming to the show to get, and hoping that I would get. I mean, obviously I would have found something else, but while I was buying that one, I found something else, and I am super excited about this one. It really is something, I didn't expect. I definitely did not expect. And I don't, you probably have heard, or maybe you haven't, and maybe I'll be breaking the news. JackWolfKnives.com. Look at this. This is a different look. What does it say? It says Jack Wolf Knives. And then here it says Gateway. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of like made out of some wrought iron fencing type thing. But yeah, Gateway, and you see Gateway Barlow. Little spoiler on what this one's going to look like. It's really cool. So yeah, I went there and I saw these over there, and he's asking me, what do you think this costs? The cool thing about it, Ben, and I don't know that it's true for everybody, but I have gone to I've actually hung out with him one time at a show. We were staying at the same hotel, and he was having breakfast. We sat down and chatted for a while. But he does remember my name. That's pretty impressive, I think, because me and names, I can't remember my own name sometimes. So anyhow, regardless of that, totally different kind of packaging. So what is this thing? It looks totally different. Now, it looks like kind of more like a normal knife because it comes in like a rectangular box. And maybe it is kind of a normal knife. Let's see. Let's see what's inside. Oh, there it is. That abalone. Yeah, if you read it on the end, you know. Oh, man, that just is beautiful. Now, he had done an abalone cover on some other knife. It may have been this one, the Midnight. I was showing on the last one the Midnight EDC, and here's the Midnight slip joint. It may have been this one, and I may have opted because I really like this chaotic resin on this one, or maybe it was a different one. I can't recall, but I know he had that. I think it might have even been a TPK exclusive that he put that on. But anyway, I didn't get it, and I was kind of like thinking I should have, but I didn't. But that's what life is like, And then I saw this one, and I'm going, wow, look at that. Look at, when the light hits it, it's just amazing. I was walking around on break at work out in the sun. Oh my gosh, just it's almost like it's electric, because the light, the colors, everything is just really coming out. It's got a acrylic on the outside to protect the abalone, but man, it is beautiful. It is just so nice, so very nice. You can see it's a Barlow design. It's got that Barlow portion up here, I think this might be steel. Let's check it out. Let's get the old light magnet. Yep. So we're steel, and there's a reason for that. Is this guy steel? Even the little, look at that. It's got a shield. This is like a normal knife, but it's not. It's a Jack Wolf. It really is. So the steel on the bolster, and the steel on the blade is 14C28N. Still has great walk and talk. Still says Jack Wolf here. But here it says 14C28N, where normally you're seeing like the S90V or the M390 on some of the earlier ones. Yeah, it is beautiful. Now, you can see there's no gapping. Everything is done. He did say it's by the same OEM that is mysterious, and no one will ever know, I assume, unless somehow it gets leaked. But I certainly don't know. But that's okay. I totally respect his desire to keep that a secret. But man, the walk and talk on this thing is lighter. Okay, so taking the Midnight EDC, you could hear that pop. It's way strong, way strong. Now this one, You can still hear it, but it's not that same sound. It's not that. Now the thing is, when I have a Jack Wolf knives and I'm showing it off to friends that aren't maybe knife people, they they have such a hard time doing this pull. I mean, it is strong, and I love it. I love it. Just like I love a really strong detent, I love that pull. This is more of what you would have on a quote-unquote normal knife. Still very, very good. Not as strong. I haven't handed this to anybody yet. I'm anxious to do it, just to see how well they can actually get that pull. It's I don't know the numbers that well. I think something like this is probably like a 6, maybe a 7. You can see he's still got that great sharpening choil. You can see how you know how he normally has those amazing grind lines here, and more of a deep hollow. This one's got grind lines, but it's way more subtle, And I am the jury's out on whether or not. Let me see if I can get some straight edge on whether or not this is a hollow. I was looking at it earlier today, and I was trying to see. So I'm gonna hold it up to the light so I can see if I can see any light through it. Oh, I think it's. I think it's a very, very slight hollow. You know how like here, when I turn it to the light, you can see like it reflects differently across the blade. This one is much more uniform. I think there's a very slight hollow on it. It cuts great. It's got a nice swedge on the top, nice clip point, really, really cool. This one is called, like I said, the Gateway Barlow. And I know that he's going to be putting out more of these, so I am just super excited to see what he's going to come up with. The long pull on this is really nice, but you can actually just pinch it because it's got a lighter pull. You know, some of these you can pinch, and the hollow on it helps, but this one doesn't stick out as much. You can see how much the Midnight Jack sticks out, so it gives you a lot to pinch. This one doesn't really give you as much, but you can still pinch it, and you still have that long pull in case you need it to put the thumbnail in. The shield is kind of cool. I mean, it's traditional, right? I haven't seen that on any of his other designs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe he's ever done it before. So it's a new thing. He's really stepping out and kind of taking a chance. And what happened at the show is these things sold like gangbusters. Went back later, was talking with Cole, one of the guys that works with him, and he was saying how they sold out. I went to Ben. I said, congratulations on this. I really think it's a great idea, and I'm so happy that they sold so well. So, really, really cool. This one was the one that sold out the fastest, so I'm really glad that I did get this one. And the other ones were all very cool as well. I can't really remember. You know, there's Blade Show is a whirlwind. It's your brain is just like on this adrenaline, hardcore rush when you're going through it. And I mean, a lot of the stuff I forget. I even have one knife that I bought. I don't remember how much I paid for it, and it's not on the website yet. Actually, 2 knives. Not on the website, so I can't really get the exact cost. This is crazy. So I'm waiting, and we'll talk about that one later. But, I'm paying cash with everything, so there's really no record of how much I paid for it. This one, I know how much it was. Have I told you yet? $70. $70. That's getting down to Rosecraft area. It's definitely got that great, I mean, you can hardly tell that it's not one solid piece of metal. As usual with Jack Wolf, all the way around the butt of the knife there, I mean, everything is just so well put together, and that abalone is just unbelievable, unbelievable. So I'm super jacked about this jackknife, super jacked. You could probably tell. So nice. Every time I look at it, I like it more. It's so good. So hopefully that he's going to be getting some out there available for the masses. I'm hoping he was saying that he had to buy larger quantities in order to get the price down. He did a lot of things to get the price down. One of the things he did, he's not providing it with a slip. So, and that's kind of normal, right? I mean, how many jackknife slip joint knives come with slips? Some do, but all the Jack Wolves so far that I've gotten have come with a slip, but not this one. Now, fortunately, when I bought this one on the secondary market, which one was this? This is the Javelina Jack. It came with that Northwest. I always forget the name. You know me and names, but you'll recognize it from the trees. Anyway, it came with this already, and it was really nice. But the slip came with it, and so I had a spare slip. So I was carrying a Rosecraft in it for the longest time. Now it's been usurped, and I got my Jack Wolf in there with the abalone. Got to protect that abalone. So I do have a slip. You can always buy these slips on his website. He's also got some really, really nice, fancier ones. A little bit more money, but you can buy those. But yeah, he's keeping the price down. The packaging, you don't have all that artwork. There's a little bit of artwork on the outside of here, but it's not quite as fancy as the tube and all that, and the cloth. And there's no cloth. There's I don't really need to have I have like 100, so I don't need 101 cloths. Nice simple box. So a lot of things are done to keep that price down. I think it's really great. I mean, I don't know what you think. If you're a real Jack Wolf fan, you might say, oh, well, that kind of cheapens the brand or whatever. I don't think so. I really don't think so. He's still going to be putting out the really awesome stuff he's always put out. But now he's got something, and it's called Gateway, and there's a reason. It's gives an opportunity for people who cannot afford a $300 knife to get a $70 knife that looks this good. And maybe, just maybe, they decide this is so amazing that I am ready to jump up to that 300. I'll save, scrimp and save, put away my pennies, dimes and quarters and nickels, however long it takes, and get me a full-fledged Jack Wolf knife with all of the amazing things. But this one really is just fantastic, guys. I mean, in my mind, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you think this is the wrong way to go. But you look at a lot of companies. Look at Tenable knives. From Concept. I always say Concept. Concept has got Tenable knives. Chavez has Blue Line now. I mean, all these more premium. I mean, Chavez is a pretty premium brand, and now they got the Blue Line. I picked up one of those knives, and we'll be showing you that later. I'm super excited about that too. I love the idea that these companies are giving the opportunity for people. And I hear it on the comments, and I am very sympathetic to it, because I know that not everybody is going to be able to spend some of the money that I spend on knives. And I'll tell you, at Blade Show, over half the knives I bought were under $100. Okay, half the ones that I got, because I got a couple of them for free, so it's not really that I bought, but the ones that I came home with, a lot of them. Over half of them are under $100. And I don't know, this year it seems to be a theme for me. I was just excited about getting some knives. And some of these great brands are coming out with stuff that is in that range. And I think it is fantastic. I'm just so excited about it. Anyway, so we're all different. So you may not get as excited as I am. That's fine. I totally, I respect everybody's opinion, and Everybody's different, and that is great because it would be boring if everybody's the same. So, guys, that's it. Jack Wolf is coming out with new stuff, and who knows what he'll do next. Who knows? I'm excited. I can't wait to see. I know he'll be coming out with the same quality stuff that he's been doing in the past, but he's mixing it in, he's sprinkling it in, and he's keeping it fresh, keeping it crispy. Beautiful stuff. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done gushing. I will be back with you with the next one from Blade Show, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.